Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're focusing on an essential element of fitness, often underestimated, stretching. And I don't just mean a quick stretch before or after a workout, but a proper, dedicated routine. Why is stretching so important, you might ask? Well, not only does it increase our flexibility and range of motion, but it also plays a significant role in preventing muscle imbalance. You see, when we perform repetitive movements, some muscle become overworked while others are neglected. For example, if your work requires you to stand or sit in front of the computer all day, some of your muscles are in constant tension. Or if you go to the gym and you perform the same routine, you overwork the same muscle groups, which puts them into overactive state, while the neglected muscles are placed in an underactive state, thus creating imbalance over time. This can lead to imbalances that increase our risk of injury and hinder our performance. And that's where stretching comes in. By incorporating regular stretching into our routine, you can ensure all your muscles are equally cared for. This helps maintain balance, aids in muscle recovery, and optimizes your overall performance. So, ready to delve deeper into this topic? Today I'm going to walk you through three types of stretching: static, active, and dynamic, and discuss how each can play a role in enhancing your fitness journey. Let's get started. Let's start with the most familiar one, static stretching. Static stretches involve holding a muscle in a particular stretched position for a period, typically for a minimum of 30 seconds. The reason it needs to be about 30 seconds is because in the first few seconds, by stretching the muscles, you fire up stretch reflex, which causes the muscle to contract. So to relax the reflex, you have to keep holding it for a little longer to allow it to relax and stretch. By relaxing the muscles, you lengthen the muscles, and by lengthening the muscles, you give more room for the opposite muscles to contract more efficiently. For instance, hamstring stretch for a squat or tricep stretch for a bicep curl. Static stretch is best suited for pre and post general workouts. Let's look at a couple of examples. For example, a simple hamstring stretch. Just stand tall and reach forward to your toes while keeping your back straight. Static stretching is crucial in maintaining flexibility, but remember to keep it gentle. You should feel tension, not pain. Another example is a tricep stretch. Raise your arm, bend it so your hand reaches towards the opposite shoulder blade, and use your other hand to gently pull your elbow. If you find any of these stretches too intense, ease up a little. It's not about how far you can stretch, but about feeling a gentle pull. The goal of static stretching is to increase your overall flexibility. Let's talk about active stretching. This involves using the strength of your opposite muscles to stretch the targeted muscle. Unlike static stretching, active stretching is not about holding the stretch, but about smooth, controlled movements into a range of motion. In this case, you activate the opposite muscles in order to lengthen the targeted muscles, holding the stretch for about 2 seconds and repeating the motion several times in a set. Active stretch is best done as a warm-up for sport or preparation for high-intensity workouts. Let's look at a couple of examples. Let's look at the first example, hamstrings. Lay on your back, lift one leg up with bent knee and the other flat on the floor. Actively straighten the leg up and hold for a few seconds and bring it down to a bent position and repeat. Another example is lat ball stretch. Get down on all fours. Activate the core and pelvic tilt to avoid back arch. Place one arm out on stability ball and roll forward until you feel a stretch in your lat. Hold for a few seconds and bring it back. And repeat. Active stretching is a little more advanced. If you find it challenging, you can reduce the range of motion or use assistance, like a wall or a chair. Active stretches are excellent for improving muscle function and mobility, helping you perform better in your exercise. And finally, dynamic stretching. This involves moving parts of your body using force and body's momentum around the joints through the full range of motion in a controlled manner. It's an excellent way to warm up before a workout. You can complete just one set of few reps of any variety of exercises depending on your main workout activity involved. This is best suited for warm up before athletic activity. This is a more advanced progression where static and active stretching may be required to be performed prior to tackling this. And also, core stability and balance is important to have as a foundation for this kind of activity. Let's look at a couple of examples. Take the leg swing as one example. Stand next to a wall for balance, then swing your outside leg forward and backwards. Or a lunge with a twist, great for legs and the core. Step forward into a lunge and then twist your torso towards the side of your front leg. If you have any mobility issues, start with smaller movements and gradually increase the range. Dynamic stretching helps increase blood flow and muscle temperature, preparing your body for physical activity. To summarize, static stretching is great for increasing flexibility. Active stretching helps improve muscle function and mobility. And dynamic stretching is perfect for warming up before workouts. Each type of stretching has its place, so incorporate all three into your fitness routine to get the most benefit. That's all for today's video. I hope you learned a lot about the progressions of stretching and its importance in your fitness journey. Remember to always listen to your body and adjust each stretch to your capabilities. Until next time, stay flexible and keep moving.